Hey everyone, I'm Crazy, and welcome to the very first devlog for a tower defense game called Poly Defenders. It's a game that I've been working on for the past 2 months, drawing inspiration from tower defense games I've played growing up, such as the Bloons Tower Defense series, Plants vs Zombies, and Bubble Tank Tower Defense. Anyway, I'm not working alone on this project, as I have a very skilled team helping me out. Coxie is working on modeling and animating, JJ is working on art and sound effect assets as well as the music, and me? I'm doing all the scripting and game design. Today I'll be going over what we've accomplished these past 2 months, such as towers, enemies, waves, and everything else that makes a tower defense. So without further ado, let's begin. First, I started off by creating the enemies. I'll keep the boring nerd coding stuff short, but in order to create a deterministic and smooth running experience, I have a tick clock that the game follows. The server then owns a list that decides if an enemy exists and tells the client what needs to be visualized. Both sides are running on the same clock, so they each move the enemy along on their own and stay lined up without sending anything back and forth. Hold on, what's this? This is the Fluby. Now, don't get its cute appearance confused. These little goobers are an invasive species with one goal in mind: to invade and populate. All sorts of variants of them exist, and that's what the player will be defending against. Next up, I worked on waves that determine what type of enemies come out, where they come out, and how fast they come out. This was pretty simple to do. I used a modular script to hold data of every wave. That way, I can easily customize each wave specifically. Next up were the towers. At their core, they function similarly to the enemies, that being following a universal tick clock and its server and client relationship. The towers in this game are a little different from what I've seen on Roblox. Most notably, they will have a construction and deconstruction state. When placing a tower, it will have to construct itself before being able to attack. The same is applied when selling a tower. Towers can also have their enemy targeting set. This meant towers could have a priority target in a group of enemies in their range, which includes first, last, strong, weak, close, and far. Now that towers can attack, we want a way for the players to be able to upgrade those towers to become even stronger. Every tower in the game will have 2 different upgrade pathways, specializing in different archetypes. For example, an upgrade pathway could give a tower long range but also increase its attack cooldown, while the other pathway could give a small tower range but shorter attack cooldown. Each upgrade pathway has 4 total upgrades. However, if a pathway is upgraded past tier 3, then the other pathways tier 3 and 4 will be closed off. Now, we have all the systems necessary to create and customize different towers. The possibilities are endless. The first and only tower I'll be showing off today is the Polygunner. This tower is the basic attacking tower that all players will start off with. As you can see, this tower has its own construction, deconstruction, and attacking animation. I have a lot more towers in the work, but they're not quite ready to be shown off yet. Here's a little sneak peek of an upcoming tower, but I'll save that and more for the next devlog. After finishing up the tower system, I wanted to work on enemies to give them more variety through the form of mutations. Mutations change the enemy's nature, introducing new challenges for the player to overcome. The first set of mutations are Swift and Bulky. The Swift mutation increases the speed of the enemy while decreasing its health, and the Bulky mutation increases the enemy's health while decreasing its speed. Okay, some of the more interesting mutations. The Hidden mutation requires towers to have a hidden detection stat to be able to attack that enemy. The Regenerative mutation slowly heals the enemy over time. The Fortified mutation gives another set of health to the enemy that the tower must break before actually damaging the enemy. Now, you might be wondering, why not just give the enemy more health? Well, fortified enemies are only able to take a single damage, meaning a tower that does 10 damage will only do 1 damage to that shield. But once that shield is broken, the enemy will go back to taking regular damage. Finally, the Explosive mutation makes enemies explode on death, stunning towers around it. Towers that are stunned are given a particle effect and are unable to attack while in this state. towers can also fall into another state. We don't have any enemies that can do this yet, but towers can also get destroyed, but not in the way you might think. Having a tower lose all of its stats and investments just sucks. So instead, destroyed towers will become inactive, similar to a stunned one, and players must pay in order to repair and reconstruct it. After reconstructing the tower, it will keep all of its stats, of course. Now that's everything I have to show for today. The fundamental mechanics of the game are now in place, and all that is left to do is create new towers, enemies, and other adjacent features. I have a lot more planned for the game that I have yet to showcase, but I'll save those for a future devlog. I wanted to give a massive shout out to those who have helped me playtest and balance the game. Their names are on the screen. If you'd like to stay updated with the game, or even help playtest, there's a Discord linked down in the description below that you can join. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.